having a social agenda or an ESG agenda is becoming quite common. So it's thankfully increasingly difficult to separate the companies that are social from the companies that are not social. So traditionally, we had this separation between for-profit and non-profit, and we would think of normal business, a for-profit, and then social enterprises would be some kind of, non-profit venture that would try to serve the bottom of the pyramid. And what we have today is much more hybrid form. While I would say the social sector should still be defined by the fact that they are trying to bridge a gap and, social deficiency, dysfunction in our societies, some needs just not being met for very specific groups of the population usually. So that would be the broad agenda. However, how you deliver that is very often a hybrid business system by which you float products and services, which are very profitable, and you might or might not decide to also serve some segments non-profit. Sometimes you have two branches to your company. One side that makes the profit and then feeds in some of the profit, invests it into other segments that are not as profitable. If you were, for example, in renewables, 90% of the business models are highly profitable of how you invest in renewables, and you, can come up with a win-win business-wise that you offer a better service to more people and it's profitable for you as a company. If you were trying to do the same thing in human rights, that is the other end of the spectrum of social engagement. It's quite difficult to make money on that. So depending where you're at, and if there is, how easy it is to monetize what you're offering, you will find that there's a very big array of mixes. But social enterprises today are no longer defined by profit, non-profit, but they are defined by trying to solve something for the greater good, some problem for the greater good.